So let's start. In this recording, we are going to discuss about chapter 5 problems. So I would urge you to pause each problem, try it on your own, and then try to look at the solution that I'm going to do. So stock index currently stands at 350, which is the spot price. The risk-free rate is 4% with continuous compounding, and the dividend yield on the index is 3%. What should be the future price for a 4-month contract? So let's put everything that they have given on an Excel sheet and then try to solve. Okay, so what have they given? They have given that the spot price is going to be 350. Risk-free rate of return they have given. The risk-free rate is 4%. Yeah, it is 4%. Dividend yield is given. Dividend yield is 3%. And time is given. Time is 4 months. So 4 divided by 12, 0.33. They're asking you to find future price. So how do you calculate future price? It is spot multiplied by exponential, right? Double brackets, because dividend yield is also there. 4% risk-free rate R minus dividend yield 3% into time 0.33. So if you solve that, it comes through 351.17. So the future price should be 351.17. Okay, the next one, 1 year long forward contract on a non-dividend paying stock is entered into when the stock price is 40, risk-free rate is 5% with a continuous compounding. So risk-free is continuous compounded. What are the forward prices and initial value of forward contracts? 6 months later, the price changes to 45. So spot price is 45, then risk-free rate is still 5%. What is the value of that forward contract? So they are asking you to first price it and then find the value. So let's do it on Excel. So second problem, what are they giving you? So spot price right now is given. Spot price means spot price when the contract was created was 40. Then interest rate is given 4%. And they are saying time is 1 because it's a year. Okay. Now they are asking you first to calculate the forward price. Forward price is easy since dividend yield is not there. 40 into exponential 4% times 1. So forward price, is it 4%? No, it's 5%. That's why. Forward price is 42.05. Now, if you remember, value of a future contract F equals to spot price as 0. So let's write it in one go. Equals to spot price as 0 minus 42.05. So it means it's K, right, into exponential minus sign because we discount it, interest rate into time. So R into time because we generally use risk free. Okay. So this is the formula. Like, value of any forward is equal to spot that is going right now when you're valuing it minus the future price, the contract future price, into exponential discounted by R by T. So if you put it in formula, spot right now when you're valuing it 6 months from now is 45. Okay, so 45 is the spot minus what is future price? Future price we already calculated when you initiated the contract. It was 42.05 42.05, I'm ignoring the rest part, right, into exponential interest rate, so negative sign because we're discounting 5%, and it was a 1 year contract. 6 months have already gone, so what is the remaining time period? Remaining time period is 6 months, so it is 6 by 12, so it is 3.99. so first answer was 42.05 that we calculated. The next answer was 3.99. That's the profit the contract is making. Next problem. The risk-free rate of return is 7% with continuous compounding, and the dividend yield on the stock is 3.2% per annum. Okay, the current value of index is 150. What is the 6 months future price? Now, generally what means the right way to do it. So both will try to do the exact right way to do it. So you are given risk-free rate R. What is, how much is R? R is 7%. Okay, risk-free interest rate 7%. Spot price is given 150. Okay, dividend yield is given, and that is 3.2%. Now this is annual dividend yield. The right way to do it is always find the continuously compounded dividend yield. So it is 1 plus 3.2% natural log of. So if you calculate, it is 3.15. This is the right way to do it. So forward price would be spot price 150 multiplied by exponential, right, R, that is 7%, into dividend yield, that is 3.15% that you calculated. Sorry, it's minus 7% minus, so let's put in the brackets. Dividend yield is always subtracted from risk free, so 7% minus 3.150 into T. T in this case is how long is the contract for. So contract is a 6 months future, so it is 0.5. 6 divided by 12, that comes to 0.5. So if you close the bracket, so future price is 152.916. That's the right way to do it. So because it was not continuously compounded, we actually 916, sorry. We actually found out the continuously compounded rate. Suppose that the risk-free interest rate is 6% per annum, and the continuous compounding, with continuous compounding, and that the stock dividend yield is 4% per annum. The index is standing 400, and the future contracts deliverable in 4 months is 405. Is there an opportunity there? So for arbitrage opportunity, we always calculate F0 and we compare it with F actual. So F0 and F actual. So let's do that. First, calculating F0. So same thing. So it is similar to this. R is given to be, how much is R given? R is given to be 6%. Then spot price is given to be 400. Dividend yield is given to be 4% annual. So we computed the corresponding dividend yield, and forward price, future price or forward price will be spot price multiplied by exponential R minus D into time. So one more bracket we need. Now what is the time? Four months. So time is 4 months. So it will be 4 divided by 12. So it is 402.5. 402.68, almost 402.68. Now you always compare this with FA. Okay, so actual future price is 405. Now we discussed this. So if you go back to that Excel, I'll open that Excel. So we discussed this in terms of index, future price with index arbitrage. So if actual future price is greater than F0, the calculated one, we buy the stock in underlying, right? We buy stocks in the underlying index and sell future contracts. So what you are going to do here is buy the underlying index, the actual stocks, and sell the future contract. So you have to remember what to do when FA is greater than calculated price. Okay, the last question. The spot price of silver is $25 per ounce. The storage cost is $0.4 per ounce. Payable per year, payable quarterly in advance. Assume that the interest rates are 5% for all maturities. Calculate the future price of silver for delivery in 9 months. Now, this is an commodity future along with storage cost. So what is the formula for it? If you just remember. So future price in case of commodities that have storage cost is future price equals spot price. So it is spot price plus present value of storage cost, right, multiplied by exponential to the power interest rates into time. Interest rates into time. Now how long is the contract? 9 months. 9 months is the contract. So time given is 9 months. What is S0? What is the spot price right now? Spot price given is $25. Okay. Then what else is given? Storage cost. Storage cost is given to be $0.24 per year, but it is paid every 3 months. So this divided by 3. So it is almost, sorry, how is it paid? Let me read. Payable quarterly in advance. So how many quarters are you going to, how many quarters are there? 4 quarters in a year. Okay, so it's 6 cents or 0.06 per quarter. Now how are you going to pay it? You are paying it in advance. So first you are going to pay right now. The next one you are going to pay in 3 months. Then next month you're going to pay in 6 months. Okay, so you're going to make 3 payments. So first in advance right now, next here, and next here. But the contract is not for 12 months. So the last payment you don't make, means the ending payment you don't make. Okay, so you actually make only 3 payments because the contract itself is for 9 months. Okay, so we have to find the present value of these. So you're paying it right away. So present value of this contract is 0.6, but present value of this thing is 0.06 into exponential. What is the interest rate given? Interest rate is 5% per annum. Risk-free rate is 5% per annum. So 5% into 1 quarter. So you're discounting it by 3 months. So 3 divided by 12. So it is something 0.5 or something. Next one you discount 0.06 into exponential. We're discounting, so negative sign, 5% into 6 months. 6 divided by 12. If you add all of them, Why are we doing all of these things? Because present value of storage is needed to calculate future price. So now future price becomes spot price. What is spot price? 25 plus present value of future contract 0.17777, right, into exponential R. What is R in this case? 5%, into what is the contract duration? Contract duration is 9 months divided by 12. So the future price in this case is 26.14. Okay, and that completes the different problems of chapter 5.